Spider-Man, you got a new costume.
I am the superior Spider-Man.
You sure, sir? That webbing looks all messed up.
You buffoons suck.
That didn't sound right.
Ha 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 ha.
I hate that Doc Ock bull. You both suck. Jackasses.
Hey guys, UltraMaximus back with another toy review. Today we're taking a look at another Marvel Legends figure, and it's the Superior Spider-Man. Now, this is a loose figure. I actually passed on this when it was originally out years ago, and I regretted it ever since. And I was fortunate enough to actually find this at a local flea market here in Greenwood, Indiana, down the street from me for $3. Of course, it doesn't come with the Build-A-Figure part, and I think the original figure had some swap-out hands, and unfortunately he doesn't have it, but I'm just glad to get the figure and to get it at a good price. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Superior Spider-Man. So here we have the Superior Spider-Man, and it's very similar in design to the Pizza Spidey Spider-Man, but I think this was the body mold just prior to. It just, the torso doesn't seem as long. Maybe it's the black paint on it. I'm not really sure. But if you don't know who this character is, this is Doc Ock inside of Peter Parker, basically. So he puts his mind inside of Peter Parker's body and becomes the Superior Spider-Man. There was a whole story arc to it. Go to your local comic shop, pick it up, take a read for it, and it was pretty decent. I liked it. It was interesting. I didn't care for it at first, but by the time I got through the storyline, I actually appreciated it. I mean, it's a pretty standard Spider-Man type figure, but it has that deco, and I really do like that. Very, very cool, and you know, they've got a lot of small details that I really appreciate from the comic book. Now, as far as articulation goes, it's pretty much like any other Marvel Legend. He's got up and down, pretty good range of motion on his head. He's got a butterfly joint here. His arm spins around, goes out that far. There's a twist there. He's got a double jointed elbow, a twist, and a hinge at the wrist. He does have an ab crunch that can look that far down, which is pretty far, and he can look really far up, which is very cool for a Spider-Man figure. He's got left to right movement, goes up that far back, not very far out, twist at the top of the leg, double jointed knee. He does have a twist there at the ankle and some crazy ankle rocker pivot, which makes this a very posable Spider-Man action figure, and I really do like that. If I can get him back up into pose here, there he is. Very cool. For comparison, here we have the Superior Spider-Man next to the pizza-eating Spidey, and they are very, very similar, but I think that this one has the elongated torso that this one does not have, which is, they had this figure and then it came to this figure, so I think this is the latest, greatest Spider-Man 6-inch that we've received. But to be honest, the whole reason I even got this figure was for this one. It's the Superior Carnage figure, and you know, when they came out with this figure, I was like, oh, why didn't I ever get the Superior Spider-Man to go with it? And well, like I said, fortunately I found one, and it was only $3. So taking a closer look at the Superior Spider-Man himself, I really like the design of this. I like the black costume. I like the spider melding into the black. The kind of dark goldish eyes are neat. And the webbing on the upper part is really, really mispainted. Well, it's not mispainted, it's just really erratic looking, and it's supposed to look like that. If you read the comics, the webbing on his costume is really erratic and strange, and I liked it. You know, it's just, it's a disturbing Spider-Man and disturbing costume to go with, and I think they pulled that off really, really well in this action figure. Now, looking at the midsection of the figure, there's a lot of black going on here that wraps around his body. Which is not too bad. I like how the spider goes down into it. The hands, like the gloves, it's even got the little claws at the fingertips, which is very, very cool. They did a good job with the paint apps on this figure. Now, mine's got a little bit of red bleed over on the side, but hey, he was only $3. Taking a look at the bottom of the figure, again, it's mostly black until you get to the boots, and they're really kind of more like tennis shoes to me with red soles, which is interesting. At least it's got a little bit of color down there. This is probably my least favorite part of this costume. I think I would have rather had a little bit more of the erratic webbing down there. I think that would have looked pretty cool. So is the Superior Spider-Man a figure that you want in your Marvel Legends collection? Well, if you're down and out to build all of the Marvel Legend Build-A-Figures, you definitely want to pick him up. If you like the oddball Spider-Man characters, this is one to pick up for sure. If you're just an avid Marvel Legends collection, sure, why not? I mean, it's a decent Spider-Man. Kids aren't really going to care what storyline it's from. It's Spider-Man to them. But for the collectors, it's nice to see that oddball character that, didn't last a super long time in the comics, but did make an action figure debut. And not only that, he got his arch nemesis, Superior Venom. So there he is, the Superior Spider-Man from Marvel Legends.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share. And as always, look for more videos in the future.